Welcome to Twale TV. Welcome back. What a weekend to come back after a brief break. Manchester City, Manchester United. Now, a quick announcement, okay? If you are not a Manchester City fan, I beg, lend me your ears, so make you listen very well. If you are not a Manchester City fan, this is a very critical announcement. We have to form a group so that we can start discussing about the year 2023 and 2024 season, because this season is over. Kaput, Bafuka, everything. Okay? After that game against United, City have just proved that this title race is over. O-V-E-R. Over. Okay? Arsenal are still on top of the table with the points, but they can't beat City to the title. Okay? They can't. It's impossible now. How then go do them? You haven't got the depth. Okay? As much as I rate that Arsenal team, I've always said they'll probably be the Leicester 2016. Just creeping, passing, yonder, corner, creeping and take the title. It looks possible. Okay? In the last 8-7 games. But with this game that happened yesterday, forget it, oh. Everybody, just forget it. Let's form a group, okay? Group of the 19 clubs remaining. So we can start talking about 2023-24 season. For me, it's so sad for me because I was looking for a very competitive season. And the way City played, if you remember in the earlier podcasts, I was still bigging up Arsenal, saying they are firing. City are not firing on all cylinders. Liverpool are not firing on all cylinders. Neither is Tottenham. So, when you have the main top 4-5 not firing on all cylinders, and one particular team is bang, top gear, that was the only reason I thought Arsenal could just nick it. They can still, if City have a terrible, bad spell. But that looks impossible. If you watch that game, that looks impossible. Because City have got the depth. Look at, they've sold Raheem Sterling, Jesus, Zinchenko. Look at those 3 quality world-class players they sold. And still, look at the way they demolished United. Okay? So, for me, it's a manifestation of the beauty of this league. Never have we seen a player come into this league and light up the fire like Erling Harland. Okay? We're going to enjoy watching City all season. We're going to, whether we like it or not, we have to enjoy it. But for me, as a Chelsea fan, as a person, as a football fan, as a football nuthead, I'm not happy. This looks too much like a one-horse race now. Okay, if you see this Haaland guy, look at the records. I'm not going to repeat the records here. You've all listened and heard everything over the last 24 hours. Okay, so there's no point bringing the records here. So, I can't possibly see any team. Look at the game, the way the game was played. United wanted to do what they did against against Liverpool, sorry. High press, pace, high energy, pang. But guess what? Ten Hag got taught a very good lesson. He got taught a very important lesson. You did it against Liverpool and won because Liverpool were not firing on all cylinders. They were not on their best form. And you wanted to do it against City. City is the master of what you wanted to do against them. So they taught Ten Hag a big lesson. And the whole of Manchester United. Please, Man U fans, don't feel bad. There's nothing wrong in the way you played. Okay, there's nothing wrong in what you did in that game. You did well. But my brother, everybody should just forget the season. It's over. It's over. As me as I do, I know the season is over. I have to be honest, as a real football person, watching that game is a real demolition. Watch Grealish. Grealish has been at City. Okay? We all know how he was playing at Villa, and he's never reached that form. It's never, since he's been at City. But there's a reason why City paid 100 million for him. So that reason showed in that game. He played the same way he played at Villa, like the Lord of the Manor. Say, na me be oga. Anybody will come here, I go teach you lesson. And that's how he's played his whole career at Villa. Now, he feels like the Lord of the Manor on the pitch for City now. What he did in that game, I thought, oh my God, we're all in trouble. Meaning, all we remaining clubs, all we remaining football fans. Let's just forget it, oh, my brother, I beg. This today, we're coming back. It's not good news for anybody, only for City fans. Man, you fans don't feel too bad, okay? What City did to you, they will do it to anybody, okay? Fair. And you did come back with 3 goals. So it wasn't as if you got whacked 6-0 or 6-1. So you did come back with 3 goals. They will do that to anybody. You see that Harland guy is, I told somebody yesterday that we're watching another Ronaldo Messi evolving. Okay, we thought it would be Kylian Mbappe, but forget Mbappe. This guy, Mbappe, would just have to be in his shadow because they are both young and they are both extra talented. But there's no way Mbappe will get the headlines while Haaland is playing. This guy is just phenomenal. The strength, the heights, the physique, the ability, the confidence, the aggression. What else do you want? And the guy is still improving. He's still learning. He's still improving. And come to think of it, he's under a very reputable manager who brings out the best in talented kids, players, anybody. Guardiola will bring out the best in you. So, I beg my brother, forget about this league. Forget about this season. This season is over. I'm telling you. So, but it was nice to watch Arsenal trash Tottenham. Because I've always said this Arsenal team, if you're an Arsenal fan, I beg they enjoy, they drink beer. Because the worst that can happen is you probably end up, well, definitely you make top for the way you're playing, definitely. But you might be the second best or the third best. We never know. Liverpool is still there. And Chelsea is still there. I have my very skeptical belief or reasons about my team, Chelsea. And we'll come to that in a bit. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. But Arsenal, they came out. They taught Tottenham a lesson. Okay? If Tottenham had scored first, it could have gone either way. But still, they will still nick it at the end of the day because of the way they play. And I love, you see the Tottenham manager, kudos to that guy. Top managers, they do simple things that really, if you're a real football fan, you just have to watch. He did it against Chelsea. He realized Chelsea's potential in high press and all the players they have. And he said it in an interview that Chelsea, we need to be where they are. He knew it. So Arsenal were doing the same thing to him. High press, they were so dominant and he knew it. So it took his time, he sat back, especially when they scored, when what's the guy's name? Ramiro, when he was sent off. And he realized, oh my God, I've got to do damage limitation. And that's what he did. He stopped Arsenal piling on the goals. He just stopped it. That's how you know a good manager. And the game finished 3-0 or 3-1. I can't even remember. So, Arsenal fans, well done. The energy you've got, I feel you have that, the spirit of the Invisibles. So, you have the spirit of the Invisibles now, but you haven't got the depth of the Invisibles. So, that's my only concern for Arsenal. You don't want your key players to get injured and then you start to feel the imbalance. So it's a very funny situation right now. I wish Arsenal have all the luck because the way they are, they will keep crashing anybody. And I would love to see Arsenal, Man City. Okay? If any team can beat Man City right now, I think Monsieur Arteta has got the trick. He's got the trick. He has good record against the top clubs. Okay? So I would love to see Arsenal City. But that notwithstanding, the league is over as far as I am concerned, as far as we're concerned from Twali TV Sports. So please don't get angry with that. If you're Liverpool, Chelsea, or Tottenham, or Arsenal fans thinking, this guy is talking out of his, but it's the reality. Okay? Watch the way services were provided for Harland. Okay? And watch the way he converted those services. That's what will tell you where the season is going. Okay? That tells me, or that told me rather, that the season is over. I can't judge otherwise. Okay, I can't judge otherwise because I remember saying City were not on their form. I said it in the podcast a while back. I said City were not really firing. This is just a first example of them firing. This is how City destroys teams. And if they can do this to Man United with those talents they've got, I've heard people saying, oh, Rashford is lazy, this is lazy. No, it's not about them being lazy. It's about a team coming to demoralize you. You have a plan, like Mike Tyson said. Everyone has a plan until they get boxed in the mouth. So Man U came with a plan until they got, mauled. They were rolled over. It wasn't that they didn't have a plan. They had a plan, but they were rolled over by City. So it was very interesting for all neutrals to watch. Okay, especially we the bad bellies. Chelsea always want Man U to lose now. Now you always want your rivals to lose. So in a way, I wasn't worried about Man U losing because they are still far away from where Chelsea is. But that's on our opinion regarding where the city, where the season is going, rather. Okay, and I've not been drinking. You see that? So anyway, let's talk about my team now. Let me mind my own problem now. I have this, this funny thing about Chelsea. Okay, we have employed a very good manager, but he's not a world-class manager. He's not a world-class manager. There's a big difference. Okay, and he's played a couple of games. We struggled to win. Okay, we struggled to win. When Thomas Tuchel came, he lit the fire. Bang! You can see the reaction of the players in his first game. You can tell this guy has done something. The chemistry, their response to him was like magnets. It was magical. No, we haven't seen that with Graham Potter. He's a pragmatist, but hey, my brother, there's something about top clubs that people have to realize. Okay, it could happen to any manager. I've seen top managers come and go, especially at Chelsea. We all know our former owner. Bang. If the result are not coming, you're gone. So I'm feeling a bit skeptical. I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm feeling a bit skeptical because Graham Potter has a lot to prove. This is a team that a lot of money have been spent, and he's been. Can we imagine? £20 million was paid to Brighton just because they wanted to take Graham Potter away from there and his entire staff. And a similar amount was paid to Thomas Tuchel to get rid of him and his entire staff. So a lot of investment has gone into this transition or the changeover of managers. So now, would Chelsea think of this investment and just ride it out with Graham Potter if the results are not going well or if the results are not going our way? I remember our first inexperienced manager, or our first not so much world-class manager that we took in Villas Boas. The guy was good. But when he got to Chelsea, he quickly found out that here, there's no middle ground. You just have to win all the time. I've always said this, my own ratio, that a top club wins 4 out of 5. And then you draw 1. You only have room to draw 1 out of 5. You have to win all the time. That's why top clubs who win leagues, especially in this league, top clubs who have won this Premier League, they don't lose more than 2-3 games out of 38. Can you work out that ratio? So it means with Graham Potter now, he struggled. He has struggled to win his two wins. He struggled. Terrible struggling. Not that we were not performing. We performed exceptionally well. We perform fantastically well. Aubameyang, everybody. But if the goals are not coming and the results are not impressive, they have to be impressive. So I'm watching, and I would love all Chelsea fans to watch, because these new owners of ours, we have to see them. They are not Abramovich. They are not one owner. One man owner is different to group of owners. When group of owners are in charge and one person is put in charge to run the club, and this one person, Mr. Todd Boehly, God bless him, is shown a lot of trust and is put his money where his mouth is. And it's one thing I get concerned about him, is that his involvement. It seems like one of these owners who wants to be the technical director and be behind the manager, and and that doesn't work with top managers. But it can work with Graham Potter, because Graham Potter is happy to be where he is, so he can take orders from them. Maybe that's one of the reasons Thomas Tuchel left, because I never wanted the guy to get sacked. We still don't have a reason to sack the guy. We can't sack a caliber of Thomas Tuchel because of a bad spell. You just have to leave him. You just have to leave him. So we are not in there, and we don't have insiders there, okay? So we don't really know the full extent of why Thomas Tuchel was sacked. But I would take Thomas Tuchel all day, all night. Okay? This is no disrespect to our new manager, Graham Potter, but Graham Potter is not Thomas Tuchel. Okay? You haven't won anything on the international stage. That's not being abusive or disrespectful. You have not coached any top-class, world-class players. You are just starting to coach them. And these world-class players, they come with their egos. I've said it so many times. They are big-time Charlie, okay? They have ego. They look at their manager sometimes and feel, what rubbish is he talking? What have you won? We have won Champions League. We have won the Premier League. You come from Brighton and you want to be talking tactics. I beg, go and sit down. And this reflects even more when the manager, makes or uses his authority on top world-class players. They just respond very, very negatively. And I would love to see how these Raheem Sterlings, Aubameyangs, how they respond when the chips are down and the manager is wielding the axe. Because that's when you see these players respond with their ego. That's my skeptical feeling with Chelsea. But I hope the good time continues. I hope Graham Potter continues to win. But right now, the reality is Chelsea is still a struggling team. We are no better off than when Thomas Tuchel was there. Get that in your head, though, all the Chelsea fans. We are not better off. We haven't done anything spectacular, better than what Thomas Tuchel was doing when he was having the bad spell. So that's one of my main reasons. Okay? Graham Potter is there. Top clubs, they expect you to fire, hit the ground running, like they say. But he hasn't done that. He hasn't done that. Keeping the team together, winning one, struggling to win one, drawing one, losing one. It doesn't work in top clubs. I'm telling you, Chelsea fans, you have to look at history. And I won't be surprised. I would love to see how the club owners react with any bad spell. Because you will get bad spell. Everybody gets bad spell. You get this, period of time that the results won't go your way. And if that happens to Chelsea, I want to see how Todd Boehly reacts. That's me and Chelsea. Anyway, welcome back to Twali TV Sports. If you're watching Twali TV Sports, please go on the site. If you want to get involved in the fans conversation, fans discussion, go and leave your name and number, and then we'll call you. Go to Twali TV Sports, go to the comment section, leave your name, leave your number, tell us. I would love to be involved with the fans discussion. We're going to be reaching out to fans and bringing you on. And then we want to, share our discussions with fans, because this is a fan-based channel. It's all about fans interaction, and we're just starting that. So please, when you're watching, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, all over the world, anywhere from the world, especially our Nigeria people where they watch, I beg, go and leave your name and number to get involved with the conversation. We have a lot of things coming. But please do that first, so at least we know we have you with us, and then we can then start. Thank you so much for listening to me. Welcome back again, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love some of the comments we've been hearing. The people who have been getting angry with me without telling that this guy said, you can't just take a break without telling us now. I guess they've been going, regularly to the channel and can't see any daily, podcast. So apologies from me and from the entire team. Apologies, but we're back now. So please, fans reaction, fans engagement, leave your name and your number, and then we get in touch with you, and then we can bring you on to give us, you give us your view on whatever discussion we're bringing on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to Wally TV Sports. If you're watching for the first time, please go and subscribe. Please share our video, press the like button, and tell people to watch. Okay? That's all we ask from you. Thank you so much. We love you, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Thank you. Have a lovely evening. Ciao, Bella. Odaro.
It's Wale.